Hey Nova, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I never really trusted these. Oh, me neither. Not at all. But I like to run it when I get new peripherals, and I was like, you know what? This glass feels super off for me for like Counter Strike and Valorant. So let me run Oblivion really quick and see if anything changed. Like I'm just curious to see if I get a different value. Yeah, man, I feel great, dude. By the way, like 2 4-day weekends in a row is crazy. Add 10 CM. Yeah, or even just like 3 to 5 or something. For sure. I mean, it doesn't help that I play 41 for everything. I literally play 41 for everything for like the last freaking 5 6 years. I think we had that conversation. Yeah, 48 would probably feel pretty good. I mean, also, I haven't started the CS grind yet. It's gonna be very obvious when I do, because I'll be streaming it um, in the mornings. But I may even just have like a mouse because I have the second mouse and mouse. Yeah, I have the second mouse. I might just have like a different setup for CS as well because it felt fine to even the Artisan Heian on 41 centimeters felt perfectly fine. But I have the Asus Harp Ace Mini, and I could just get another Heian or Zero for Counter Strike 2. So like, that's always an option. Ooh. Here's an option. So, because like basically, I'll tell you what the plan is. I'll tell you exactly what the plan is, so you know what the plan is. I want to hit at least diamond in Marvel Rivals, and see how I like it. I don't think diamond's that big of a deal. And then as soon as I do, I'm gonna switch over to CS. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do. Yeah, diamond's whatever. I mean, to be fair, oddly enough, I have not done a ranked grind in anything but battle royale games. So I achieved like equivalency of like um master or GM in Apex and Fortnite. But I'm pretty sure like diamond will be fairly easy. It might be frustrating here and there because I have to deal with teammates as opposed to like you do in battle royale as well. You didn't have to actually in Fortnite. You could do solo. Um, but in Apex, yes, like you have to deal with stupid teammates and stuff. But um, like it doesn't weigh as heavy. Teamwork doesn't weigh as heavy. Like even if your team dies, you could still climb that match. But yeah, so like that's essentially my. I have a fully fleshed out thing. Like I wrote down in Notebook my New Year resolutions, and like it's compartmentalized in different categories. So like that's kind of the gist of my gamer resolution right there. But on Friday we're gonna keep having fun with the friends and stuff, and not unless they want to play Counter Strike or Marvel, which I know they don't. We're gonna play games that they want to play on Fridays, but at some point. That would be like the gamer portion that we were talking about before, I think. I'm not awake. I'm not awake yet. I know I'm looking forward to it actually. I'm very much looking forward to it. And like I said, I might just instead of switching my sensitivity because 41 I've I actually got my 41 centimeter from Counter Strike, so I'm not sure anywhere between like I mean I've played Counter Strike on a wide range too, but between like 41 and 43 is perfect. Like I said, I just might switch peripherals when I'm hard grinding CS. I might do something like that. Like I said, the glass pad is actually why I'm starting with Marvel Rivals because like I want to get more out of it before I switch. And I know that you're right about the lower sensitivity on the glass pad because like I was doing 1v1s in a 1v1 server this weekend off stream. And when I got the op as my 1v1 gun, oh my gosh, dude, like I don't know if sniping's ever felt that good for me before as it does on this pad. Hence, zoom in, get lower sense. It is on the faster side. Um, so a few examples that have exactly that sensitivity would be Scream, which by the way has decently inconsistent aim. Um, insane highlights, highest headshot percentage in history, I'm pretty sure, or at least up there. Um, Old Shroud, like when Shroud was doing the King of Reddit thing. Um, and then another example that I could think of, there's a few. There's like Elige is close to that. Um, not Elige. Is it Elige? It is Elige, I think. Um, and then Dunk. Dunk's exactly my sense as well. And then even faster would be like Simple. Simple is a 34, which is crazy. Like, yeah. What's the guy's name? I could think of his name, but I can't think of. I could think of his face, but I can't think of his name. They're out there, but it is surely on the faster side. There are those faster in the 30s, though. Not many, but there's a few like Woxic, like the old G people. Hiko. You probably don't know the name, but Hiko is pretty dang fast too. Decently faster. I don't know how they do that. It's it's insane. I think a good range for CS is like 46 to 30 to 60. I would say I would have a different take. I would say 40 to 52 is the median, and then anything faster or slower to that would be like outliers. Personally, I would say, but it would. I think it's probably easier to go slower than 50s than it is to go faster than 40s. But that's my personal opinion. I think you've done a lot more aim training um, than I have, though. Like, I think your raw aim is probably a lot better than mine. But from what I've seen from like streamers and pros, that would probably be exactly. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, and to be fair, like a lot of like simple, for instance, yeah, simple's pretty fast sense. And guess what gun he uses? A lot of the op. Oh man, I don't know how old you are, dude, but if you're younger and you want to get into CS, a pretty cool guy to look up because like it's pretty easy to be aware. 26, yeah. So like you might want to look this guy up because it's pretty easy to be aware of like the current people and like the really famous like shrouds and stuff. But yo, if you want to see someone really cool that you basically can't watch anymore, check out a guy named Kenny S. I know it's not like I'm sure you'd be a rifler and he's an opper, but dude, Kenny S is was insane. But like, I actually don't know what he's doing these days. That guy was a force of nature. Actually, when I was learning how to snipe on Widowmaker in counter or in Overwatch, um, I started by going back and watching a whole bunch of Kenny S and learning his sniping style. And then later on, then I like kind of started watching like Kefri and Defran and stuff like that. But I actually started by watching Kenny S. To figure out how to snipe on Widowmaker, which is totally not making sense because it's a different game. But yo, it worked. At the time, it worked really well for me. I wish Overwatch was what it used to be, man. Like, because I know that if I get on Overwatch, the thing that makes me sad with Overwatch is like the aiming in that game is so good. Like, you can know your mechanical aim like that in Overwatch. And it's so frustrating the state of that game because it would be on my list right now. I wouldn't be on Marvel Rivals getting to Diamond. I would be getting to Diamond Plus in Overwatch. And when I think of sniping, I just like we might do it one stream. We just might go in and not even play Overwatch. We might just go into the Widowmaker lobbies the custom games and just do that. It sucks that the game is how it is now because when I think of sniping, I think of that game. It's so stupid, man. Like when Jeff Kaplan left that studio, and I wonder what he's doing now because, dude, people underestimate that guy. I think that guy's a really great like director or whatever. Very unfortunate. And when people like that leave, games don't usually come back from that. Like, I wonder what this guy's doing right now. Jeff Kaplan. Where is he now? I mean, he's not like jobless, right? Like, is he working at Arby's? All right, people need to shut up that he might be working at Netflix, bro. I would actually be really upset with him if he's working at Netflix. But yo, you do you, Jeff. All right. I don't know, dude. I miss how Overwatch used to be. That was actually for a good little bit there, me and my wife's game of choice. Um, we went back to Fortnite now as like the wife and husband game. Um, because kind of how it went was like me and my wife played Fortnite for a little while. Um, I don't know if I'm getting my timeline. I might have my timeline completely wrong. I might have to ask her. But I think we played Fortnite for a while when there was building when it first came out. Then building kind of got out of hand. She quit early. I hung on for dear life and somehow made it to the semifinal for Fortnite World Cup. Did not make it to the finals, obviously. Otherwise, I would have got walked away with some prize money there because I sucked at building. I was horrible at building. Aim was the only thing that got me anywhere. And then, so when she quit, that we both played Overwatch for a while. Yes, zero build. When Overwatch kind of started tanking because Jeff left and they had like this whole meta. It was called Goats meta, where it was like triple tank. I was totally done with that game. Um, but me and my wife played a lot of that. And then we went to zero builds, like you said. But honestly, like, ever since triple tanks, Overwatch hasn't recovered, dude. Like, they came out. I don't know if you played Overwatch, but basically, Overwatch players figured out that tanks were a little like really strong in that basically you could just get two healers. What was it? What was the meta? I think it was two healers, three tanks, and one DPS, or maybe even three healers and three tanks. And tanks were so much better in that meta than pretty much any DPS. And the DPS was just kind of there for no reason, if he was at all. And they screwed up because instead of like trying to address the issue, has it told you your sense yet? It has, but it was like 33 CM. Is that crazy? And this is the Valorant one. Yeah, it told me 33. We'll see what it says today. um, it's a little early for it to really even have an idea. So anyway, instead of them fixing the problem with the tanks, like figure out the actual issue, they put a roll queue in. And roll queue was cool in theory. It made a lot of sense. But the issue with that, so they were basically forcing people to play 2-2-2. Um, they forced people to play 2-2-2. And then you ended up in this like long waiting list. You'd have to wait sometimes like 5 to 10 minutes for a match, right? So they killed a mosquito with a nuclear bomb. Now, Jeff Kaplan leaves the studio. And then the whole thing with Overwatch 2, them dropping the ball on Overwatch story mode. Um, and the whole thing, and now we're at where we're at. Marvel comes out. No roll queue. You press the play game button, and usually less than 2 seconds, you're in a match. And if I'm being honest, dude, like, if you asked me, because we're gonna like probably do Marvel and get to Diamond, if you asked me if I like, how I would rate Marvel Rivals against old Overwatch, um, old Overwatch is beating Marvel like a schoolyard bully. But the bully's like 18 and the kid's like 5. Poor kid. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like third person. Right? Doesn't aiming feel really weird in third person? Like there's nothing inherently wrong with it, but I just don't like how it feels, dude. And I also, by the way, I don't like how the sensitivities calculate for when you aim down sight. Aiming down sight in third person actually feels terrible. Um, but even hip firing, it just looks weird when I can see my character. Nothing inherently wrong with that for me, but yeah, I don't like it. It can't be done right. Um, but most get it wrong. A couple games that the aim felt pretty good in third person. I would say Arc Raiders is a no-brainer. And Then a weird one. Actually, I'm gonna have to look this up because I forget the name. This is gonna be a funny one. High res tactical shooter. Rogue. This. Are you ready for this? This is the other shooter that felt good to aim down sights in third person. It's from a studio called High Res. It's the same one that makes it's the same studio that makes Smite and Smite 2. It's called Rogue Company. But dude, believe it or not, actually I really think that the aim feels really good in that game. That's the only two games that I can think of where third person feels fine aiming down sights. That's all I can think of. Yeah, it's bad. I don't know. I'm kind of long-winded today. I'm in a chatty, overthinking kind of mood. But yeah, Rogue Company felt fun. I guess Marvel's alright. Like, at least it's hipfire. But I don't like third person. Dude, I will say though, Oblivion might not really like the sensitivity finder might be total BS if you're just fully trusting it and not using it. Like I said, I'm using it for science. All right. But if you're like fully trusting it, it's like it's gonna tell me what sensitivity you use, bro. I think even the creator came out and said like that's not really what it's for. Because I guess the creator's a really smart dude, and he actually, I believe he was a voltaic grinder as well. But it looks clean, man. I love the interface to this game. Like how look how good these dots look. I think you should go get that last gold score. Hey, listen, bro. I will. Don't worry. I think it'll be pretty easy. I know it would be quite easy if I was on cloth too. Like if I just got my Strider back out. Accuracy and speed, and then I think also like another factor that changes it is like I'll show you. They've kind of updated it quite a bit, but there's like deviation. So like it'll notice if you kind of overflick the target and come back over to it, or underflick. Like it'll also factor in your overs and your unders as well. Things like that. It's pretty advanced, but you can't really, yeah, you can't really as advanced as it is, I don't think that you can tell someone like this is your perfect sensitivity. But if you finish the 4 days or whatever, and then you take all the data into account and you look at all of like the data yourself instead of letting the computer do it and just simply going with what the computer tells you, I think it'll give you a good idea. And if you took the average person, I think, to you, and they finished this for their game of choice, and they didn't know what their sensitivity was at all, and they went with it, I think it would get them pretty close to what they probably should use, you know? And then they could just adjust from there. I don't need to use it for that anymore. But I want to do this to learn about like how my aim is different on glass than how it was before. What I think what I'm finding is that yeah, underflicking is almost always better. Almost always, even for tracking, I find that it's better. Because I had a horrible issue of like moving too far over, and it actually kind of like I lose sight of the target, and it when I snap back, it's very jarring, and I'm like, whoa, okay. So I feel like under tracking, under flicking is almost always better. Like that habit. Like I've actually started training myself to underflick more often because I overflicked so much that um that I had very jarring aim technique. And like the more that I force myself to underflick, the calmer my aim gets. Sometimes I actually feel like a slower sense is harder on glass though, because um in some ways, like I think at first slower sensitivities are actually a little harder on glass until you get used to it, and and then that changes. But that's kind of a weird take. And the reason for that is because when you have a lower sense, you have to move your mouse more, right? And when you move your mouse more, that introduces this stopping power issues. So micro adjustments are a little easier. So if you're on a higher sensitivity, everything feels like a micro. And so it can at times feel easier to be on a faster one. Until you actually have to do micros, then you're screwed. Then good luck, bro. Good luck, have fun. Yeah. Yeah, you can't flick like that. You have to have controlled flicks. Absolutely. Oh, no, but I didn't ask you, dude. How was your weekend? Hope you got a good recharge. I've been off this week, so it's been very nice. Back to work on Saturday. Oh, you work on the weekend. Cheapers, dude. Yeah, mine was really good. Mine was really good. Like I said, I work most days during the year. Like, I very rarely take time off. So I had two 4-day weekends back to back with Christmas as a 4-day weekend and New Year as a 4-day weekend. So I feel amazing. And hopefully things aren't too stressful. I've heard a lot of craziness from the UK. I heard there's like a whole lot of like wars of ideas essentially going on over there with like different people's opinions about like immigration and if it's okay to essentially like fly the British flag or whatever, and all kinds of madness, going to jail because you said something online or you flew the British flag, or like I've heard it's pretty not okay. No matter how you feel about, you know, which way you lean with the ideas, you know, I've always been a little bit more of a right leaning person myself, but I have a lot of great friends and clients that are a little bit more leftish, I would say, like, or at least centrist. And I just think it sucks when like opinions clash that hard and interrupt people's way of life. So, because I was thinking about that, man, you have my prayers. I know, I have a few of my great escapes from those things. Like, obviously, my main escape from stuff like that is that I'm a Christian. That helps me the most. And then probably my family, my job in bodybuilding, and video games are like towards the bottom of that list. But those are like all my escapes from the nonsense out there. But I think when you start hitting like your mid 20s, you start becoming more aware of everything, because you're like out in the workforce and all that, and it affects you a little bit more. You're kind of sheltered as a kid, but I've seen a lot. I have seen a lot from the UK lately, and usually you don't really hear from y'all unless it's on Twitch. Well, sorry, I'm not trying to remind you of like stuff. I just I get curious a lot about different countries and like all the inner workings of what's going on in them. A lot more than when I was young. Like, because when I was a kid, I didn't give a crap, except for Italy, because I always wanted to go to Italy. Um, but when I was younger, I didn't think about any countries at all. Like very little, except for I didn't even think about mine, dude. Like I think when we get older, we start thinking about honestly probably more and more issues that I think about this a lot. Like because I've become more aware of politics when I got into like maybe my late 20s, and I'm thinking now that like the older I get, the more I want to go back to being a little bit more like my former child self in the way that I think about issues, because I think about, oh my gosh, like Trump and Biden and like the UK and the Middle East and Israel and this and that. It's like Can I affect any of that? You know, like, um, well, I got this from Charlie Kirk actually. Um, is that yes, you can affect all of that, and the best thing that you can do to affect the outcome of the world has nothing to do with how you vote. It has nothing to do with how much news you watch. It's how you raise your kids and how you uplift the people around you. If you do that, you will affect more change in the world than anything else you can do. And you're going to be a lot happier for it too. Because I can't change what a president does, I can't change what a country does by going, like to a ballot box or watching the news. But what I can do is affect the people around me, you know, make the world a better place. I think that was probably I've watched a lot of the Charlie Kirk stuff far before um, he unfortunately went home, we'll say. Um, and that was out of all the messages that I heard from him, that was the best. 'Cause that applies to everybody, not just people that agreed with um, his or anyone else's political opinions. That advice applies to people with almost any opinion. Right? Because you get to vote, what, like once every 4 years? Or I don't know how it is in the UK. Dude, sweet. Awesome. I get to raise my kids every day and affect my clients every day and affect my friends every day. I don't remember. I think I heard that like early last year. You know what? I heard that during the time that like we were voting between Trump's second term or Biden's second term, is what it was. Or no, what the hell? It was Trump versus Kamala, and I heard that advice, and I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute, mindset shift." Because I didn't expect to hear that from someone that obviously like it's their job to share their thoughts about politics and religion, right? I didn't expect to hear that advice, so when I heard it, it was a lot more impactful. I kind of want to close this crosshair a tiny bit. Saying you're playing is so long. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculously long, homie. I think I'm almost done. I gotta check. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this scenario. Because surely we have to play a video game, right? I think to be fair though, I got on a little bit later today than normal. I had to get my breakfast together. Get my kid to daycare and stuff, to preschool essentially. So it's just a later morning because we had to do a few more things than normal. So like usually by now I would already be off of anything related to aim training. Too long though. Too long. And I also don't know. I gotta shoot a message to my friend there. Ask if he's getting on today. Yeah, let's finish this run here. And figure out what we're doing today. Okay, I think you could be goal complete. You could be goal complete. I could be. Let me. I'll get to that. I promise. I'm basically gold complete, bro. Stop. I'm basically gold complete. I thought. I don't know. For some reason, I thought that gold, like anything complete, meant that you did the. I had a moment where I thought that, like, if you did any rank and then you had that rank as like platinum complete or gold complete, that it meant that you did the normal scenarios, but then you also did like moving scenarios where like you had to strafe and shoot. I thought that's what that meant. Is that not what complete means? Do you know what I mean? Like strafing scenarios where you had to keep your character moving. Season 4. Oh lord. Oh, that was last season. Okay. So that's why I thought that, because it was just recently the case. All right. I hate those scenarios. I don't mind moving and shooting, but it's really weird in Kovacs, and I don't understand even how it works. It means that it's every scenario. Okay, I gotcha. So like the playlist included that. So like, does if you said that I was gold, does it mean that I have? You can never say that you're gold. Like for instance, I'm gold in tracking. Is that what you say, or is that I'm gold at the moment, and like how many scenarios do I have to complete to be gold? Just one? You know? Very confusing. Or do you have to complete like one whole aim method? An average? Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. All right. If Zach gets on, We'll probably play Battlefield. If Zach doesn't get on, what do we think? Valorant or Counter Strike? I'll let y'all. You can pick, Nova. You pick what you want to watch. But that depends on if Zach gets on or not. Because he's on Xbox, he can't play um, Valor CS. So we'll see. CS, obviously. CS Oblivion. Gotcha. Obviously, CS. Alright. CS it is. Oh, Lord. Well, you would have to say that because you're European, dude. That's like... That's like asking a dude from Europe, hey, soccer or football? It's like... That's a loaded question because the guy from Europe is like, what do you mean football? It's all football. Football is where you kick the ball. So yes, football is the only answer. Yeah. So football or rugby? It's like, yeah, dude. Football. Because I think American football is just rugby with more rules, right? You only kick it sometimes. Yeah. The one with no hands. Like FIFA or NFL. There we go. Dude, I've heard rugby is a pretty freaking BA sport, homie. I don't know. I've heard rugby's brutal. Don't like football anyway. Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like soccer is. Yeah, because you have rugby, dude. I feel like soccer is not as popular in Britain, right? Like if you took like France or Italy or Germany, for instance. No? So it's oh, okay. I know you guys did have that one wasn't there a pretty dangerous riot at a soccer game? A European football game? Like I remember seeing one in a stadium. I think it was in a stadium and it was in I think it was in the UK where they freaked out because like their team lost or something and people were like getting hurt and stuff. Y'all are fucking crazy. Wait, I missed a message. Hold up. Wait a minute. I gotta go back and read that one. Wait a second. I think we got some crap talk. I think we got some crap talk. I just saw a message that I missed. I think rugby players would eat your football players alive. Oh no, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't. There's a movie about that sort of football and violence. It was called Green Street. No, I believe you. We got some big boys over here though. I've got a friend that I chat with at the gym where I work. Um he's freaking big, dude. But then again, like there's Northern European powerlifters that are monsters. So, like if you took you know the guy Halbtor? What do they call him? Thor, the power lifter. Dude, could you imagine if that guy chose football? Imagine if Thor chose football. I think we'd all be screwed. Or rugby, whatever. Like take Thor from rugby, like from the UK, uh, the power lifter, and move him into American football and just teach him how to like run a little faster. Freak that. If that guy's got the ball and he's running through the middle, I'm leaving. I'm going home. I'm going home. Dude, I don't care how big I am. I'm good. I'm so good. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about? Or like Eddie Hall? That would be insane. Like we talk about our football players like they're these giant monsters. Come on, bro. Come on. Cool game, right? I don't watch sports personally, but whatever. But don't talk to me about like you're gonna have to talk to me about something other than like these are some big people because yeah, Jord Bjornsson, um, Halbtor Bjornsson, or Eddie Hall, homie, like they wouldn't even have to tackle you. You could take our, you could probably take our biggest American football player. These dudes would, these dudes would end them. Exactly. Exactly. You'd have people like hanging onto their leg. Come on, we need like five people on his left leg. Just hold on to it. He'll fall eventually. Does anyone have an axe so we can bring this tree down? Okay, that's messed up. That sounded a lot darker than I thought it would. Yeah, they're giants, man. We don't have that. like it didn't work well when they crossed over into boxing because boxing requires explosive power, like raw speed mixed with strength. Um, but I don't think that you really need that for like a little running is fine required, but I think that they probably could have done just fine in American football or rugby. Yeah. All right, one more of angle tracking. I think I have one more scenario to do. All right, let's check. I like to do 75 each day. Uh, 378. Ooh, that's 43.3 cm. I already know that number. That's that's a little slower than what I have now. We're getting lower with the number. I think I should probably finish my run for the day because I usually stop at 75. The thing is, I'm reaching out to Zach. I'm not getting a yes or a no. I'm just getting nothing. Just stop with all your political comments on my life. Just stop with all this involvement in my life. Look back a moment, what's happening in the life. All that you want is to criticize something for nothing, you know that. Yeah. Um, I mean, I think we're just gonna move to CS, and I'll finish the last scenario, and then if he doesn't message me, because this will take me probably 5 minutes if I speed through. If he doesn't message me, we're gonna go right to CS. Right after this, I'm gonna load CS up and 15 30-second runs. Is to criticize something for nothing, and all that I want is forgiveness one more time, to be the best in the world. We'll be the best in the world. Stopping all the critical comments on my life. Yeah. If I say that we'll switch to Counter Strike, you're like, wait a minute. I hope no one messages him. I wish Zach could play Counter Strike though. I really actually think that he would like it. But it's like, A, he couldn't play on mouse and keyboard unless we got him a sideways mouse. We could get him one of those upright mice. but also he's on Xbox. One shot master complete. What's that? On a mission to one shot master. What's that? I don't know what that is. Is that something other than Voltaic? Basically, play every one of the 18 scenarios on intermediate and hit master the first play. Static, dude, I hate static. I don't know what it is about static. I hate static. And it just might be the mouse pad, honestly. I actually feel like this is weird because I've never tried the Artisan Zero, but I did have the one mouse that I used a lot of was the GSR SE from Zowie and the Quick Heavy Plus. Oddly enough, dude, the the most control that I feel like I've ever had on a mouse pad was the Artisan Heian. And I know that's like fat on the faster side, but I feel like I had so much control on that. And I had it with the other X Lite V2. But yo, dude, that's insane. By the way, I read all of what you just said. The one shot is, I don't know if that's a thing or if you just made that up, but that's crazy. Yeah, that's insane. It's sounds like a new torture method. And also I appreciate, yes, because WW5T is you have my word, dude. Um once I finish, we'll go back after this and figure out exactly how many runs I have to do. Once I finish my runs on this app, I'll do WW5T for sure. You have my word. We'll go and get gold. Even if I have to somehow, even if I have to go off the glass completely and go use the Razor Strider, because I have it right up there. It's virtually new. I don't. I like the Heian way better than the Strider, honestly. I might have to switch mice because I don't have the feet for it. one target off, probably, and it's probably just getting used to a lower sensitivity for that scenario or something, you know. But yeah, once I think what I'll do though is because I think tomorrow I'll be done with Oblivity completely. Like I'll finish the recommended runs is what I'm saying. Um, we'll we'll complete. We'll get gold complete. I think the biggest problem is I have two big problems, and I'll tell you in 8 seconds. Two of the biggest problems is A, I said that I wanted to complete gold and potentially platinum without changing my sensitivity. So that's one big problem. Is I kind of like committed to this weird thing of wanting to do it on 41. And then if I wanted to get past, at least past platinum, if not getting at least gold, maybe platinum, um, then I could switch up. But I wanted to do something unconventional. I think that's one big thing that's in my way. And I think another problem is that for like you said that you hate doing tracking. I hate doing static. I do not enjoy static. I don't like it. And so once I've done the same scenario like 5 times, I want to get off of it. I want to get off and do a different scenario. Oh, it's your favorite category. Oh shit. Okay. My bad. But yeah, that's the problem, right? I'm not willing to do like 10 minutes of WW5T. And I think that if I just was like, you know what? If I have to be here for 30 minutes doing this scenario, let's do it. You know? I that if I did that, gold would be cuz dude, gold is easy. Almost every like especially the like target switching and tracking, it was so easy to get gold. But it's just yeah. Yeah, gold is stupid easy. You have Discord? Yeah. I have a server too. It's probably the easiest way to find my personal Discord is just type exclamation Discord, and that would bring you to my server. And then if you're in your server, obviously, then you'll see me in there. I keep talking about like doing Discord notifications for when I go live, but I always feel like it's a bad idea because no one wants to see me do aim training. All right, we're Yo, wait a minute. Wait just a fucking minute, dude. Hold up. I feel like I've seen. I'm looking at the message that you just sent me, and I'm seeing your Discord avatar picture. Dude, I feel like I've seen that before, man. I feel like I've seen this picture before, like scrolling. I don't know if it was like. No, I don't have TikTok. You look familiar. Maybe, maybe on YouTube. I don't know. Wait a minute. Hold up. Yeah, look at this. This is funny. All right, look. This is hilarious. That's funny. I did. Look. This one right here. Cuz I was searching different people playing this scenario, and there it is. That is freaking funny, dude. You see how small of a world it is? Also, your brother drew it. That's really good. Freaking tiny world, dude. Minuscule. And you are on the Artisan Otsu at 51 cm. Artisan Otsu V2 Extra Soft. Interesting. What's up with the Otsu? People like that one. Is it slower or faster than the Zero? I know it's going to be slower than the Heian. The Heian's my favorite. The Heian Soft is my favorite mouse pad of all time, currently. I sadly have a long list of mouse pad purchases, and that's I have to get a new Heian. My wife has my old one that I had for 3 years. I kind of want to get the SP04 glass and a Zero at some point. But I have to, I think the first thing, anyway, SP04 is good. I have the Glaceon. From what I can see, though, the Glaceon is probably the same speed as the 04, and so the 04 is probably not a priority right now. From what I can see, it's the same speed and friction, stopping power, and all that. But um, I have a more of a mouse feet problem right now. But anyway, you said feels fast, has low dynamic friction, but has great stopping power. That sounds amazing. Would you say that so it's gonna be slower than the Heian, right? But faster than the Zero? Is that accurate? Maybe somewhere in the middle. See, that's what I was thinking is like because my all-time favorite mouse pad is the Heian, and I think I did perfectly fine in Valorant and Counter Strike on the Heian. I actually think that I wouldn't like the Zero, to be honest with you. Like, I think I would rather just get another Heian. I don't know. More my dilemma is figuring out my skates situation because one thing that's really bothering me over the last few days is I think about getting another fabric pad or at least going back to using the Strider for now. The thing that bothers me is like I can't find mouse skates for the this actually, you know what? Like you're a good resource, dude. Um so I use the artisan dots. Okay, and that's what I was thinking too is like maybe getting some artisan dots from some website. Um I have the obsidian dots on the pulsar. And honestly, this is my favorite mouse. I love this mouse. 100 messages. Holy smokes. So, and that's good. I have the Asus Harp Ace Mini, and I took the skates off of it to try the dots on because I wanted to try this one on the glass as well. And it's okay. It's all right. But I feel like the Pulsar's shape is a little better for the glass. It's just better for me in general, to be honest with you. But this feels better on fabric than the Pulsar. Problem is, no skates fit this. Like when I go and look on Amazon for the original skates, I can't find them for this mouse. I think that's the dumbest thing ever. Like I can't find replacement skates for this mouse. And dots feel bumpy, or at least like the obsidian dots. I tried to put the obsidian airs on the Strider, and they felt super bumpy. Like it bothered me how bumpy the mouse felt, if that makes any sense. So the Strider was perfectly fine when I had the flat skates, the original ones. Yeah, exactly. The Asus Harp Mini. It's the mini. Yes, the full size felt great, but I can't find those. And the Obsidian Airs that I have on it right now, they feel bumpy. Yeah, they're deeper than the Heian. The Heian has smoother grooves. So the with the flat skates, the Heian and the Strider feel very similar out of the box, but it's a very coarse mouse pad. I honestly don't even think that with that pad, I don't even know if the artisan dots would be okay. Yeah, it's quite a dilemma, dude. It's quite a dilemma. even if I don't push down on it and I just drag it from side to side, it just feels very like it feels very bumpy. Like it's hard to get used to. I didn't feel that way as much with the flat skates. I don't know, man. It's a weird matchup. I'm pretty sure I'll find a pretty quick answer once I start playing more tack shooters, though. Yeah, interesting. So maybe we could. Okay, I like this sensitivity a lot. So if this is gonna be my final sensitivity, you guys don't know. You don't know. This would make me really happy. I would actually go with this. All the same shape skates. Okay, cool. Oh, awesome. All right, so can we get that on Amazon though? Because oh, wait a minute. All right, let's see. If I could just get out that on Amazon, I would be really happy about that. And then we just had to cut the Razor Strider in half. Because I really don't like having to roll a whole desk mat out. I might get a monitor stand, and that'll make it a little bit easier. Like a monitor arm. Just and cut the Razor Strider in half. Yep. 40. You know, the thing that I'm OCD a little bit. I would be thrilled with 43 cm because that was my original Overwatch sensitivity from back in the day. That was actually what I was going with back in the day. And then I started watching Scream play Counter Strike, and I switched. That's low for Overwatch. I didn't really have a problem with it, but I played more like mid range. Like I didn't get super close. Like even when I played Tracer, I played her back a little bit. It was mostly for me sniping on Widowmaker, um, McCree, and Soldier. So I didn't have an issue with it. It is on the slower side, but um, for Widow, probably not too much. But yeah, that was my original sensitivity from back in the day. And I could actually get away with like it is probably as slow as you could possibly go on Tracer, but I could note too. I'm really good at knowing other people's sensitivities. It's probably not a good thing. But there were two players that played Tracer on that sensitivity, and that would be Kabaji. And I'm probably listing people that you don't know about, but Kabaji did it. Um, and the other person would be Sabi. And the crazy part about that, I miss that guy, man. I miss Sabiobi. So, Sabiobi was this awesome South Korean Overwatch player. Some of the best aim that the game's ever seen. And this is what's crazy is he was one of the best players in the esports scene, but because he's South Korean, it doesn't matter how well you're doing competitively. If it's your turn to join the military, that's it. Gotta go, buddy. And so he left Overwatch, and because he was in the military, so he's probably still in there now. I think they have to do 4 years. It's so unfortunate, man. It sucks. It seems like he's happy though. It actually seems like he's really happy doing it. But what sucks is like, man, I really enjoyed watching that guy. If you like, I know that you would appreciate here. Let me go into my Twitch chat and if you at some point go and watch some of his clips, go and watch some of his clips um on YouTube, I'm sure you'll be able to find like compilations of the guy. The dude had some wicked tracer aim. Yeah, I had no idea that South Korea did that. Cause like South Korea, um, we all consider South Korea to be like a little bit more on the free side, kind of like America. Like their country resembles, or at least I thought that their country resembles America the closest. So it very much shocked me when like he was forced to enlist to the military. That was insane. It was super crazy. Hold up. Are we not getting Counter Strike to work on display capture? I mean, he's South Korean, bro. Like South Koreans, they got something going on over there when it comes to gaming. They got something different, dog. Yo, what the flip? You can't game capture on a Counter Strike?
Welcome guys, this is how to capture CS2 on OBS Studio. So what we're gonna do first is run OBS Studio. And then we're just gonna minimize it, and then we're gonna go on Steam. So once we're on Steam, we're gonna go in our libraries, look for where CS2 is. So we got Counter-Strike 2 over here. We're gonna go on the options icon over here where it says manage. And then we're gonna go on properties here. So you want to look for the option called launch options, which is in the general section. So what you want to do is copy this thing. I'm just going to show you. So it's going to say allow third-party software. So what we're going to do is copy it and paste it. I'm going to leave it in the description below so you can copy it or you can type it out. And then what we're going to do is right click on it and then paste it. So what we're going to do after that is close it. And then we're gonna launch Counter-Strike 2.
Okay, wait a minute. Allow third-party software. But because I can't do window capture. I get weird like latency when I do that, or at least last time I tried it. This guy says if I use that command, it ends up making it so I can't play in VAC protected servers. Is that a problem? I know, dude. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. This is a new PC, so maybe I won't get latency if I do window. Um, I'm pretty sure. Well, let's paste that here. Turn game capture off. Move this down a bit. Towards the bottom. And I don't know. We'll see. Can we see it now? Let's do a DM and check. Okay. Yeah, we'll see if we get latency. We'll do a deathmatch and see how it feels. Feels fine so far. I don't know. Maybe I did some settings fixes at some point. Oh my god, dude, what the? I'm why does it always revert back to that? I don't want this to follow my recoil. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, you have to like... It's that's a skill that I have to practice a lot of. Counter strafing is tough, bro. And it's harder in CS than Valorant. In my opinion. What the? Yeah, like he's doing. Get those feet out of my face, man. You think I want to see that? I'm getting my ass beat. No, bro. Because the stream's distracting you. You just choked. Fair enough, fair enough. I gotta memorize like the quick buy bonds. Buy. It's 4225. And that'll get you a 4225, and that'll get you a Deagle and an AK. I love Dust 2, bro. Like, I could play Dust 2 forever. No, I was trying to heal, bro. We're getting the feel of it. Dude, out of every game that I have played, every game that I play, I love my Counter-Strike Crosshair so much, man. If I could get this Counter-Strike, this Crosshair from Counter-Strike into other games, I would copy this to every single game, with no question. It's perfect. It's got an outline, but it's not all the way around the crosshair. Like, it's beautiful. Could use a crosshair overlay. I've heard about that. Don't you? Isn't that like $10 or whatever? Like, it's a Steam program, right? I'm a troll for that one. I guess I got a little bit concerned that, like, yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. That's one of the main reasons that I didn't actually go with that. What's that guy up to? That was, but yeah, I was concerned about games not allowing it. Man, some of these players are kind of scary. Oh, come on, dude. That wasn't very nice. heck was that all about? I think that the AK is maybe not like 100% accurate. Yeah, but there I was 100. I'm pretty sure I was standing still when I fired. The initial bullet. Maybe there's like a very small window of accuracy. I don't know. Maybe my crosshair just needs to be like slightly closer together, or I've had that before where I think you're right. I think it is. Come on. I think it is. But I don't know why those missed. That was weird. Whoa. I'm only winning this, I think, because I have a higher headshot percentage than... Okay, now Callie took over. Callie's in first place. He just died of fall damage? Kinda looked like that. It looked like he jumped off the map or something crazy. Like, that guy went flying. The most dinks. Headshot percentage 78. Callie got 82%. Holy smokes, dude. How do you have 82% headshot? No wonder. Alright. Deathmatch is cool. What time is it? Alright, so what I think I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I think we're gonna come back. I think we're gonna play a competitive match. We're gonna play a game of Counter Strike. See how it goes. Be right back. Gotta go make a coffee. Yeah, boy. I've been sipping on coffee this whole time. Oh. I'm almost done with it though. I gotta tell my wife the coffee is perfect today. Got me a little cracked out though. It tastes perfect though. It's not too strong where it's like an overwhelming amount. Competitive on train? Let's do it. Let's see what happens. We're going competitive, boys. It doesn't matter. I have everything set too. So like I've got um I've got Face It and refrag. 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 Oh my gosh. What did I even just say? I have Face It and Refrag all set for when I start really playing a lot of this. I think my wife had a mission too in Marvel Rivals where she wanted to get to gold. There we go. That's the thing. That's the idea. I don't care about getting into diamond at that. My wife's not sweaty like I am, so I think me and her get to gold in Marvel Rivals. I have characters that I like to play on every role. Um, Mostly Punisher though. I think that's the thing that we're gonna do. Why is my arm so shiny looking? Wait time 4 minutes. Oh my gosh. The heck, bro? Why? It takes so long to. Yeah, you have to queue multiple maps. Come on now.
Let's roll.
There we go. dare you? I do love this map, though.
They get in the way.
This, ooh. I don't know, bro. I don't know what gun to run as T side. I know the silenced USP is good, but I don't know like what's the equivalent of the USP. Oh shoot. Ew. Yikes. My teammate's dead. I want to look this up. Counter-Strike 2 USPS terrorist side equivalent. No shot, bro.
Counter-terrorists win.
P2000? I don't have that.
We must work together.
Oh, he's trying to use SMG from back here? I don't think so, home dog. Shoot him!
Counter-terrorists win.
We are getting freaking rolled. Oh no, dude.
Let's go, my brother.
We're going eco, so I'll
I'm throwing a flashback.
done, dude. Oh, We're doing so bad. It's gone longer than I thought. Oh, you're good, dude. Well, I was wondering. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, I'm looking for the equivalent of, because I love the silenced pistol on CT side.
That's their fault. Throwing a Molotov.
I think he's gonna push this again. God. How the heck? I want to figure out the equivalent on Terrace side of the silenced pistol. Because I think the silenced pistol is excellent. Nice. Yeah, I don't know my utility all that well.
Laying down some fire.
Oh, nice. Good stuff, teammate. Oh, snap. I don't like this guy up here.
Grenade out.
No, he's down here waiting.
Counter-terrorists win. Throwing flashbang.
He's like, because he said he must be new. Yeah, I think he's new. Because I was like kind of not knowing what to do in that situation. And I got those kills there, and he's like, oh, I must have pissed him off, bro. Damn it, team. Oh. Ah! I'm like, I could shoot, bro. But y'all need to stay alive. Don't die like that. Please tell me you traded. Nice. There we go.
This is our fight.
This guy's crazy, man. You see what this guy's saying?
Grenade out.
Eh, they got me. They got me. Border?
I'm planting the bomb.
Alright, come on, guys. How do I talk to team, though? It's on you for some reason? That's the wrong bind.
Move it, move it.
Unfortunately, we have someone that left the game.
I threw the flashback. Throwing bomb. You will die.
He says you should try fishing. I said, I'm already better than you at this and fishing. I've done a lot of fishing. This this Noji guy, he's been like flaming me and calling me a retard like the whole time.
Yes.
He's like, well, maybe you should try fishing. You should quit this and try fishing. I'm like, I'm already better than you at this and fishing. Yeah, you can't hear him. He's typing.
Throwing fire.
Nice. Don't even have to aim. It's just knowing where he's gonna pop out.
Activating the bomb.
I don't know this site though. I'm gonna be honest. I only know the B site because of
Grenade out. Smoke.
what's that one 2v2 mode in this?
No, 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 no.
I'm freezing. Oh shit. Yeah, see, like I didn't know he was there.
We will dance on your graves.
Oh wait. No, I like that. When Okay, so when you
Let's go.
I'm gonna vote for now, actually. I'm voting for now.
Move it, move it.
I don't think we surrender, even if we're missing a player.
Throwing a grenade.
Yeah, I know this, damn it. Okay, I know B-side, though, because of the 2v2 mode, the... whatever it's called.
Terrorists win.
Did the keyboard warrior leave? No, actually, he stayed. He stayed.
Come on, chop, chop.
Damn, what is that 2v2 mode called, though? Yo. I just accidentally killed 2 people.
I'm defusing the bomb.
Is it T-sided or C-sided? CT-sided? Oh no, bro. I don't know. I have no idea.
Getting stuck right into them. Move it, son. Throwing fire.
Molotov.
I'm being toxic back to him. I shouldn't be, but I am being. Because he called me a retard so many times. I said, I have retard strength. How about that? He's like, I wish you had some. Okay, we got this, we got this. It feels T-sided. Or, CT, I mean. Oh, shit.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, this is the only match I have time for, unfortunately.
Move it.
This is fun, I like this. Oddly enough. Even though I'm getting freaking ripped by, by my teammate here. Probably also because I'm not using any nades, like I'm not using any utility or anything. I don't blame him for going off on me. I get it. Shit. He's up there. I think. He just popped a shot and ran.
Go, go, go. Incendiary out.
Why is he yelling at me for shift walking? First of all, as if there's another type of walking, like... There's only one type of walking, dog. It's that people don't hear you. Sometimes you walk, sometimes you run. Yeah, I think he was trying to save. Util very important on this map, but I don't know any lineups. Yeah, I don't know anything. But also it's a low rank, so I think I can get away with not using utility. Like, if I was at a higher rank, it would be very important. Okay, yeah, in this game too, in general, yeah. Oh, it's extremely important, and it's like... Apparently there's a really high skill ceiling with knowing how to throw nades properly, which is interesting.
You're right on, you're right on. There's no stopping us.
That's good stuff, guys. Except Koji. I'm gonna keep spelling his name wrong, too. You don't get the privilege of me spelling your name properly. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! What the hell was that? Oh! Shh.
Grenade.
Pretty sure there's a guy here. Come on, bro. We died. Trade, trade, trade. I don't actually dislike the guy. I just think he's negative. Here, I'll get a grenade. I'll get a smoke.
Laying down smoke.
It's mostly that I don't know the binds for it.
Incendiary out.
What? Whoa! Okay, Yo, he just shot me through the wall. What the heck? Oh my.
Let's go.
I didn't even know what to do in that situation. I was like, eh. They're pulling, yeah, they're taking off. What is it, like the best of 13 like in Valorant, or is it different? Best of, it's 15, right? Oh, wait, this guy's going down here. I'm gonna follow him. He's one of our better players. Oh shoot.
Throwing smoke.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's 13.
Using.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Move.
I thought we lost that round.
Fire. Laying down smoke.
Ooh. Is he shooting at someone in here? What's that all about?
Throwing smoke.
What? I actually don't know how to up on this map. I'm gonna try this doorway, but I don't think people really push that door unless it's in casuals.
Regret waking up this morning.
But I'll try it out here.
Throwing flashbang. Defusing the bomb. We took the piss out of them.
Let's go. Oh man. I'm glad I went to that site, because if they went A,
Come on, chop
It wouldn't have gone like that. I'll just say that much. It wouldn't have gone like that.
Throwing fire. Throwing fire. Flashbang. Smoke.
Easiest shot of my life. I was strafing. It's because I was moving. I didn't get the moving right. I just didn't expect them to go outside like that. You have 0 ammo. Not even gonna try? I mean, I get the odds were against him, but you're not even gonna try, bro? Okay. I guess. No, we lost. No, and it was that guy. It was Noji. He was the last guy left. That was him playing. He was the last one left, and he throws his op. And, you know, long story short, he just starts running around with a knife. And it's like, look, I get, you know, you got 5 HP. It's a 1v4. But at least try. That's what I'm saying. 4v5, yeah. I think we did really good. Honestly, that wasn't too bad for my first ranked game. Literally ever. Like, I've never played ranked in Counter-Strike. That wasn't bad. Alright, I gotta go. That was fun, though. I gotta run off to work now. Oh, man. True Ranked is premiered. That's what I've seen. That's what I've seen. Alright, yeah, Nova, you have a great day, too. I don't know where Zach is. That dude's been AFK for like 2 weeks. Alright. Later, boys.